Hello and welcome to my channel. If you already are subscribed to me, you'll know that I have not been on for about a month now. Haven't done any crafting at all. It's in part to a number of different circumstances, which also culminated with my decision to move my crafting space into a section of my bedroom. And I think I'm pretty happy with it. It's helped me to organize things a little better and also to find exactly what I had and what I don't really need anymore. So the craft room that I had is now going to be a dedicated sewing room come second guest bedroom. Today I have this card for you. It is in a gatefold style, but it has a little bit of a difference. When you slip the belly band off, you'll notice that it opens up into a drop-down card. This would be a mantle drape card. And I think it's really quite dramatic. You don't have to use the acetate like I've done here. You could just make this a whole solid piece. But I decided to go with the acetate to make it look like it was more of a floating sort of scenario. So if you'd like to see how I made this, please stick with me and I'll show you how. I've cut my main piece of card to 10 1/4 by 10 inches. And on the 10 1/4 side, I'm going to score it at 2 1/2 and at 2 5/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's just that 1/8 inch, which is going to form a little spine for us. And then I'm going to score it at 7 5/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 7 3/4. Then I'm going to turn it to the 10 inch side, and I'm going to score it now at 7 1/2 inches. And then I can come in and do my folding and burnishing. And these two lines here, just take your time with those. Those will form the little spine, which is going to give it plenty of room for the inside decoration to be accommodated. So just take that and fold that over. On this side as well. You can always go back and burnish it again if you need to. Then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to remove these blocks here. So I'll turn it to this side so I can see where those lines are. I'm going to come up this score line here and actually take it completely out. So I'm just coming slightly to the left of it. And then I'll remove this score line here, coming to the right of it. So that takes that completely out. Hopefully you can see that there. Do the same on this side. Come up on the right hand side of that score line in this, on this side, and to the left of this one. And then that will remove those two squares. And then we have our piece. Now if you wanted to have this as a solid bit rather than as a piece, I'm going to have my mantle piece, my drape piece, in acetate. So if you wanted to do that instead, you would cut it at 12 inches and then score at 2.5 and 5 inches, and then that would be your score lines making that. And you would cut off, of course, all those the rectangles on either side. So just going to go back over that. I also cut my mats and layers. I have this mat here, which is going to go into the center, and I've cut the center out of it to not only save on cardstock, but to reduce the bulk of this for when I get ready to post it. And this is cut at 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and then the pattern paper mat is 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. Then I have 4 mats which will go here on the sides and then on the front panels as well, and these measure 2 1/4 by 6 3/4, and the layers are 2 by 6 1/2. And then for the bottom portion here, I've got a mat that measures 2 1/4 by 4 3/4, and a layer that measures 2 by 4 1/2. So I'm going to glue these all into place, and then we'll move on from there. Already stamped my sentiment on this cutout image that I have here, and I'm going to place that in the center there. Now I can start decorating, and for that I've gone ahead and already fussy cut a number of flowers here, which I'm going to attach, and I think I'll start here on the acetate portion. So this will look as though it's actually sort of floating like that. So we get these put down. For this I'm going to use just a little bit of red liner tape on the back of these. And that should be fairly invisible, because I don't want to use the glue, because glue on this acetate is just not going to really work. So what I've got to be sure is that anything I have does not extend beyond the top there as well. So let's just go ahead and start placing these down. At a message, I've cut another piece that is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and this is just some plain white paper, and I'm going to put it on the back here for my message. Close the card. I have a belly band, and this is just an offcut from this piece here, and this will fold up like so, and then the belly band is just going to wrap around, and it is going to be closed off with this little topper here. So that is going to go in place there, and then it will slide right over top of the card. It'll keep it secure, and by just wrapping it round rather than creasing it, it keeps it loose enough so that it will slide on and off without any problem. So I'm going to do that next. Just add glue to the sides here. Like that. Give that a moment to dry. And simply fold that up, attach the belly band, slide it over, and it will hold it secure for posting. And then, when the recipient gets it, just slide that off, and the card will drop into place. And then that can be displayed on a mantelpiece, on a shelf, and I'll show you in the photograph exactly how that will look then. So I've kept it rather understated, I think. I didn't want to add too much to the panels, just left it as it was because I know who this is going to, and I think it will be right up their alley. So there we are. The card is complete. It's a gatefold style card, but with the difference being that it will also drape over a mantelpiece. Thank you so much for coming and watching today's video. I hope to be on a regular schedule again. Now that I've moved my craft room and I know where things are, sort of. So I hope to see you next time. Please, in the meantime, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, leave a comment, a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. It does help get my videos promoted through YouTube, so that would be most helpful. And of course, as always, stay safe and crafty hugs. Bye.